Art imitates life yet again.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome to Where's the Remote? Each week, we're breaking down the TV everyone's talking about in sci fi, drama, reality TV, and everything in between. I am your host, Steven, and I'm joined here by my amazing co host, Régine. How are you doing, friend?
Uh, it's Thursday. Thank you, God. Thursdays are literally my favorite day of the week.
Hmm.
'Cause it's like we're so close to Friday. This is literally the last day. I literally this is the day my brain just cuts off. Cause it's like, yeah, if it ain't getting done tomorrow, it's gonna get done on Monday. So
Which is even more reason as to why we need to start adopting the 4-day work week.
yeah.
But the 4-day work week with 5-day salary. Like,
Yeah,
don't give
100.
me 4 days and it's like, "Oh, because you only and I only want 8 hours." Don't give me the
Oh, no.
4-day, 10-hour
10,
days, like,
12, yeah, they gonna try it.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's all relax because I will quit because I already did. Um, but no, I'm glad to hear that you're in good spirits. The sun is out. It's still cold, but,
It's
that's the
freezing.
Northeast for you. What else can you do? What else can you do?
I know. What's life going on with you? It's Thursday.
We do not have enough time. We do not have
Hey.
enough time because it was up to me, I'll be burning the world right now because
Period.
I've had enough. I've
No, I
had
feel
enough.
you. I feel that. I need a real vacation, like the one where I don't do nothing. I wake up. I'm not even drinking no more. So like I can't even say like wake up and drinking. Like I'm waking up, going to the pool. Like I'm eating, going to the pool,
Mhm.
going to the beach, going to sleep, waking up, eating, going to the pool, going to the spa in between, maybe an excursion or two in between all of that. And that's all I'm doing. Like that's literally what I need. A good R&R for sure, for sure.
Uh, I feel you. I think many people feel the same way that you feel right now. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are just tired,
Yeah.
overworked,
Yeah.
underpaid,
Yeah.
but that's not that kind of podcast to, discuss about the perils of the world.
Yes.
Um
Thank
Do you
God.
have any other news that you would like to share before we get started?
I'm like,
Yes, no,
"Yeah."
maybe so. I don't know. I just,
Good announcements? I
we
don't
flow
know
we
now.
flowing, there's so
Man.
much that happens in TV and film. Like maybe there's something that caught your eye. Maybe not. Cause I have
No.
news.
Okay. I'm like, no. I
The
haven't
news is everybody should like, comment, subscribe. Like that's, that's all. That's extra. What is it? Extra, extra. Read all about it. That's crazy. At one point, like that was some kid's little job to
I
like
know.
shout on the street and tell people that, the
It was
newspaper
popping.
and like, come
The
on,
gossip was out.
come read about what horse left their stable. Like that was
What
the
kind
kind of
of
life
horse?
that, I mean, what else was going on? Like,
Child.
I don't know. I wasn't around for it. I mean,
Egregious things, I'm sure.
I don't think we wanted to be around for it.
No.
But with that being said, we are here to recap and react to the season finale of Cross, Amazon Prime's TV show starring Aldous Hodge. If you caught any of our other reactions, we've been very critical of this season coming out of what was a really solid and
Yeah.
enjoyable season one. So season two,
Ooh.
unfortunately, has been a disappointment.
Mm.
Very comparable to Hijack
Mm.
in terms of, the quality was here and
Yeah.
then
Immediately went
steep
down.
decline.
Yeah.
Um, but we'll give you guys a quick recap of what happened. Then we'll point out different scenes that stood out to us, and then we will wrap this up and get up on out of here with our final ratings to the episode, and then we'll give you guys the score and rating
For
for
this
the
season.
season.
Ew, yuck.
Don't expect a high number. Um, but yeah, let's get started with this recap.
Oh God.
Cross season two closes out with its finale, Quamar picking up where Lance Duran confidently hosting a public rally in Iowa to promote his Prosperity Seed initiative, despite Rebecca still being at large. Cross, Sampson, and Kayla Gregg arrive to warn him, but Duran refuses to cancel the event, his arrogance fully on display.
Shameful.
Rebecca makes her move early, and most of the action is concentrated in the first 20 minutes, with season two's biggest character not making it out of the first half hour. Her
Mm.
arc reaching its conclusion in a confrontation with Cross on a bridge that serves as the season's emotional peak. From there, the focus shifts to the question of whether Duran will actually face justice,
Mhm.
Armed with a damning flash drive, Cross meets with the FBI only to be told that they know Duran is guilty but won't pursue charges because his Prosperity Seed program is too valuable. A response that pushes Cross over the edge, prompting him to punch out Roy and flee the FBI office as a fugitive.
Mm,
With the help of friends and family, he evades capture just long enough to slip Senator Ashford the drive, hoping the senator, haunted by his mother's complicity in Crestbrook's crimes, will do the right thing. The swan song moment arrives when Ashford turns his press conference endorsing the Prosperity Seed into a public takedown of Duran, delivering the accountability the system refused to. The season ends on a quiet but resonant note. Cross resigns from the police force, having
mm,
seen enough corruption to conclude the system is broken, a decision that feels inevitable rather than shocking, and sets
mm,
the table for a very different season three if it comes,
it's
which
true.
season three is coming.
It is.
Um,
Unfortunately.
but
Goddamn.
that is our recap. So, Regine, how did you feel about? I guess it's a twofold question. How do you feel about this episode itself as a finale, everything that it, whatever questions that it answered, questions that it created, and then how did you feel about the season as a whole and the story and journey that they were attempting to take us through?
I don't know. Like, my note says, "Is this a fantasy finale?" I guess, like, that's literally what I got, like, um, the silence, it says everything. That's the first thing. The season as a whole, I feel like it started off okay,
Mhm,
but then so they dropped 3 episodes. Okay, cool. And then we get what's 8 months, 5 after that.
mhm.
Every 5 after that, it was not matching up with the first 3. And I'm happy it's over. This was the quickest season finale that I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure I've seen another one where it was trash,
Mhm.
but pretty much everything happened in the first 30 minutes of the season finale, and then the last 30 pretty much was setting up for season 3. That's what I got.
Yep. Anything else?
I'm ready to talk about this so we can cut the camera.
um, the best way to do I have a lot of thoughts.
Yes.
So the finale itself, and this is gonna be long-winded, so please bear with me.
Oh god.
But I feel as though, and I had this early on
Yeah.
because I didn't rewatch season one.
Mhm.
As I said, I thought season one was solid, thought it was cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember how they started season two with Donnie and Luz slash Rebecca
Mhm.
breaking into that mansion on the island, which was
Yeah.
giving very Epstein vibes. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this is giving like a real like bad boys sort of
Yeah.
feel and aesthetic or whatever. And they kind of almost went back to that again in terms of like it felt like one of those, we're not a serious drama. We're a drama that's like fun and trying to be edgy and
Yeah.
like trying to, it almost, and this is going to sound like a crazy comparison, it almost feels like the more recent versions of like Fast and the Furious, of like,
Mhm.
here's this person who, now he has all these abilities and he's stepping away from what he's supposed to do. And I'm like, I was so
Yeah.
confused by
Yeah.
this approach. Um, this episode within itself, it felt like a finale because there's stories that they clearly, finish, but then
Yeah.
it also didn't
Very
feel like a
right.
finale because it says it in the synopsis. It happened. The conclusion of the story is really in the first 20 minutes with Rebecca Luz and her journey or whatever.
Yeah.
This finale, at least the way I digested it, and which is crazy. Again,
Yeah.
apologies for being long-winded. I am not the type of viewer who likes watching bad content that's like entertaining. I don't find bad content to be entertaining.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up Fast and the Furious. There was one point where Fast and the Furious was like a good and
Yeah.
decent movie
It's like
franchise.
the more they made, it just got cornier.
Once Luda and Tyrese was in space, I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, why are they in space?" Like
But it's like, I don't know why media does this thing where they have to, like, include social media into, like, their art form. And it's like, social media is a universe, but it's not like it's like a fun like, to your point, it's a fun universe, right? Like, nothing is really real, like, we're here to have fun, we're here to laugh, all of that. But, like, TV shows, like, that's, like, a different universe than social media.
I would say I don't know if I necessarily agree because I do think
Yeah.
there is a space for like fun content. Not everything has to be a serious drama. Not everything has to be, whatever. And I think,
But we're talking about serious ass topics, though.
and that's the point. I think what Cross season 1 was, and then what they tried to do here with season 2, and it's weird because they didn't really do it in the middle of the series. It was really like the beginning and then the end,
Yeah.
where it's like, here's like these really crazy sort of off the wall sort of things, and it's like, I don't know what I'm watching. Like if that was the goal and if that was the way you wanted to approach the show of like, and I think I mentioned this before, like they're trying to do like this 2026 version of like Shaft. If you wanted to do that from the beginning and set that as your standard so people can know how they're digesting and how they're supposed to take in that content.
Mm.
For me, it's like, what the fuck? Because like I said, I'm not a person who enjoys watching bad content. Like I don't will find going to watch Fast and the Furious like fun because I know it's a car crash. Like that's not enjoyable to me. And I
Yeah.
felt like this finale was like that. Um and then as a season as a whole, it was kind of like
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's words to describe
Uh,
what was I supposed to take away from this because the 2 elements that I liked the most out of this whole season were the 2 elements that they probably ruined the most, which was Cross and L, which now they seem to be besties, like,
that was
still
it was like but that was, like, even quick with that, like, that wasn't even like well, we seen her, and then we don't. Then we see her again, but we don't.
still haven't seen Trevor since the
Oh,
beginning, and then they introduced the whole LaDonna John thing, and then that kinda just came and went.
where did that go? That had n no legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, I
yeah.
apologize for being long-winded. There was so many thoughts. Alright. I knew this was not going well, we already knew this wasn't gonna be a good finale anyway, but
Oh.
the confirmation was even before the first scene where they have that, discretionary mark about somebody unaliving themselves
As
in
soon
the
as I seen that,
episode.
I said, "Okay." First off, I get, like, the warning of it all, right? But that already puts it in our head, like, kind of what we're going to see in some
You're
sense.
not unaliving Cross, you're not unaliving John, like, you're not unaliving your pivotal characters, so it's not gonna be Duran because he's been fighting tooth and nail not to give up
And
anything.
not even to die.
So it's only gonna be either Rebecca or Auntie.
Yeah,
So it's like you basically give up the episode plot right
immediately.
there. And this is like the second or third time y'all have had this discretionary message prior to the episode. So it's like, how many times you gonna show somebody unaliving themselves in a season? Like, I
That is
guess.
true. I forgot all about,
Yes, because they did that when
Lincoln.
Lincoln, and I think they did it with,
Oh,
when
yo,
Mine
hold on, bro, that's way too many in a season.
it's like the 3rd time.
Now that I'm
It's
thinking
like,
about it,
so
that is
basically, you're telling me
way
you have no other way of, like, removing these characters. That's what you're telling me.
and it's like
Um,
it's hold on, sorry, because like, that is, like, something that's, like that's I don't take that lightly, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that they did that 3 times in a series when people are doing it often in real life, that is actually very poor taste.
yeah.
extremely poor taste because this is a police show. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a police show. There's so many other ways it can go out.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, whoa, that was nasty.
Um, but then the episode actually starts with Lance Duran giving like this little monologue, and I thought they were trying to like give us like this whole cinematic experience of, also, this is something else. I don't know if I wrote this down. I don't think I wrote this down. I have way too many notes for a subpar episode of TV.
Listen,
Um, and jumping ahead, but we get the a view of obviously the cornfield, and then you
well,
get
yeah,
Lance. He's barefoot. They show the feet multiple times. Then also when Kayla is calling Cross when he's already on the run, she is also barefoot in the office, and they show that she's barefoot.
but what's the point?
Why? 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 But anyways,
Making you grounded? Like, I'm just trying to think of all the things that is making you grounded to who you really are, like,
why are you showing me white people's feet?
feet,
I don't get it. I don't get
nasty.
it. But yeah, the whole Lance Duran monologue, like they was trying to give off some sort of cinematic experience because once he finishes, it feels like it's a flashback, but then it actually pans. Well, not a flashback. It's like him talking in the moment, but then it pans to the actual like event that he's throwing or whatever.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't know why you thought it was really giving. Like y'all thought when y'all wrote this down, like, oh, we gonna get him with this one.
but
Eh, you did
okay.
not.
You wanted to end world hunger, but then you also are, like, a human trafficker. Kinda contradicting.
I mean, art imitates life.
Ir
Um,
I'm just so irritated with this. And then why wasn't he arrested? First off, he killed his homeboy. Y'all find out that he killed his homeboy, but, like, y'all never even go further with that. Like, it's just like, "Ah, another one
forgot
bites
about
the
that.
dust.
Forgot
Up,
about that.
another one." And then there was none. Like, that's kinda how it was. Like, that's how it felt.
And then jumping ahead, we obviously know that Nat was next in line, so
Yeah.
she gets the allergic reaction to bell peppers and then goes to urgent care. And urgent
Kinda
care happens to be, I guess, the same urgent care that Luz's mother used to work at. And so Luz is able to, with the help of the staff.
yeah.
Also, how none of these people get implicated is kind of crazy to me. But
Mm.
Luz is able to get help from the staff to pull up on Nat and unalive her. But her security or the other members of the security were there. Nobody hears a tussle. You don't hear no tussle in
And they were tussling. They broke glass and everything. It's like and I thought, like, while that fight was going on, somebody would have heard it and would have pulled up in there, but no.
no.
It's like, but also, it seemed like when she went back there, her security kinda, like, went back there too. So it's like, were they not standing at the door?
No, because they were sitting down in the waiting room, and then
Yeah.
she got called up, and he was gonna follow her, and then
Oh,
she
that you
was like,
said
"No."
no. I forgot about
And
that
yeah,
part.
she
Yeah.
said no. But then there was a part where before Luz shows up, there's a part where he goes to grab coffee, and he kinda has this face of like, "Yo, she been in there for a while. Like, what's going on?" But he doesn't do anything about it. He just continues to sit down and drink his coffee,
Mm.
which pointless. Um, I
Mm.
don't know if you're familiar with this term, but this is a term that's used in like comic book content or whatever, or comic book space, I should say. But Luz has like Batman level plot armor. Batman level plot armor meaning like Batman always knows how to figure out something for whatever situation he's in. Mind you, this man has no powers. So
Yeah.
he fights the supernatural, but nothing ever happens to Batman.
Yeah.
Luz has Batman level plot armor because this whole entire time, no matter how many feds or police are around
She didn't get
Duran,
one.
Nat, she was able to pull up on Duran with such ease.
Easily.
Everybody was working. You would think he would be double checking, triple checking everybody
Like,
that
wow.
works around
Yeah.
him
Especially
And
especially at in this moment when everybody around you is gone.
I don't
Around.
get it. I
It's like
don't get it.
lazy. That's what I'm getting. Like lazy writing is like we shouldn't be asking these questions, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I shouldn't
go
be able to point this out.
yeah, like, that's like we shouldn't be like, "This don't make no sense." Like, we should never ever say that as viewers. Obviously, we're different because we love this shit, but
Mhm.
a lot of people do take it as entertainment, and it's just like, it go over their head, but y'all have to stop thinking that people are dumb. That's the real issue.
Oh, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, what
they
can
might unfortunately, they might be. I mean, not even might, like, it's confirmation that people are dumb, so I get it. Because it goes back to the whole, like, my whole Fast and the Furious thing, like, some
Yeah,
people thoroughly enjoy those sorts of movies, even, like, the Scream franchise. I never watched any of the Screams. I
yeah,
think I started watching them, like, last year. I watched the first one, and I was like, "Wait, this is what y'all be hyping? Like, this
yeah.
seems like a gimmick." Like, it comes off as, like, even, like, even though, mad people sent me the fucking trailer, the new Scary Movie that's about to come out.
Oh,
Like, I remember when
I'm
that
waiting
was the
on it.
thing, and it's like,
We
I
waiting
get
on
it,
it.
like, it's fun, but this is what, 99 when that movie came out? This is I'm good, like, stuff like that don't entertain me, so when I see stuff like that or
Yeah.
things that remind me of it, it's kinda like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like after, like, 3, we don't need to keep continuing these things, you know what I'm saying? Like, some things have their run, and we can create new things.
Yeah, do something different. And
Yeah,
then it's like it's oversaturation because
yeah.
you had Scary Movie, then you had like Not Another Teen Movie, you had all these haunted house, like you had all these other
And
franchises
this
or
one was actually
like
really
that was an era of like
He was,
Hollywood.
like,
Like
yeah, the Grammys, that nigga
but
another teen movie was so good. I watched it so many times.
like for me, I can't watch that right now. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I enjoy stuff like that, it's more of like a nostalgia thing, not
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
they was to make I mean, the new Scary Movie that's gonna come out at some point, I'm not watching that. Like,
yeah,
I that's just not it's not for me. It's
yeah,
not my jam.
yeah.
Um, this was just a personal note that I wrote, but then we get the scene where Luz is about to unalive Duran, but Cross gets in the way. So she runs away, but then uh I guess it's a bulldozer. She turns on the bulldozer and all the dirt falls on top of him, attempting to suffocate him. Um, Listen, y'all couldn't pay me enough money to put me in no kind of dirt, okay? Not fucking happening. You better call in a body double. Recast me, cause that shit's not happening.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I ain't doing this for the love of the game. Fuck the game.
When I think about dirt, I always think about Kill Bill and her being dug unalive alive in the, coffin.
Nah, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I
Yeah,
don't need nothing crazy happening.
yeah,
None of that. Which is funny because right before we started recording, I
yeah.
saw a clip, because the new Daredevil season 2 is about to come out. I
Mhm.
don't You never know actors' names. But Vincent D'Onofrio, I don't know if you're familiar. Did you see the first Men in Black?
Yeah, but
He
I was
was like the farmer that was like an ant alien or whatever.
okay.
So I think they were on Hot Wings or maybe something else. I don't remember what it was. But him and the other actor that plays Daredevil, they were doing some sort of like doing content. And he
Yeah.
asked them about like, "Oh, did you develop a phobia?" Because remember in Men in Black, like there was scenes where there was roaches all over his body or whatever.
Mhm,
And he
uh-uh.
was like, "Did you develop a phobia from the movie?" And he was like, "No, I had the phobia before." And then he was like, "Yeah, when I was on set, they were like, 'Oh yeah, we about to, put these roaches on you and like whatever.'" And he's like, "I thought you guys were gonna like CGI this, like
Yeah, yeah.
use computer." They was like, "No, no, no, we just gotta, put them inside your sleeves and like whatever." And he's like, "How am I supposed to like figure this out?" And he's like, well, we got to shoot it multiple times to see what happens." And I'm like,
Oh, hell no. I hate bugs so much. Now it's about to get hot soon. The bugs come out. I can't do it.
there's not enough money in the bank, okay? Not enough.
I
Ain't
always
no way.
follow, America's Next Top Model when Eva did her, photo shoot, which is, like, the most iconic photo
I think
ever.
I remember that one. I think I
Yeah,
remember that
it was
one.
like a spider, they want her to pose with a spider, it's like a watch I think it was like a watch or jewelry type of photo shoot, and they wanted her to pose with a spider, she was crying her eyes out.
Wasn't the spider poisonous?
No, I think it was like a tarantula or something,
Okay, okay. Yeah,
and
I'm
then
cool, bro.
yeah, and then but she I mean, she killed it, one shot. But you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that, like, yeah, one time, you want me to do it?
Uh,
One time, get it off of me immediately. Like, yeah, no, but roses, you can't
yeah.
stop them bad boys.
Yeah,
They go
cause
fast.
yeah, he was like, you know, like they'll crawl wherever and like they'll
Yeah,
get into anything. So he was like,
yeah.
he held his sleeves and he started shaking his hands. And so when they said action, he put his because there was a scene where he was like in a restaurant and when he puts the plate down, the roaches come out and go onto the plate. So that's how he did it. And yeah, no,
Yeah,
no fucking
no.
thank you.
Multiple shots, you're crazy. I need extra money on that one.
Listen, I'll beat a motherfucker's ass before that happens. You fix your lips to say this is what. Anyways, um, also, uh, in this scene, after they obviously save Duran, Alex then I guess jumps up on top of the bulldozer and then he looks into the fields. Sir, you is not gonna find this 5 foot tall woman in them cornfields. Like, what are you looking for, sir? And
Child.
it's
Why ain't
windy
got
out.
backup? Why you ain't got backup? God literally had a whole FBI team, okay? A whole team there. Why don't we why it's just 2 of y'all right now? That don't make no sense. Yeah,
Um,
like, I mean, like, come on, let's hurry up because I just think, like, just it's just silly.
Yes, it's
Silliness,
ridiculous,
silliness.
ridiculous. And then we get to the bridge scene where, Auntie Claire
Who is on?
essentially sacrifices herself because, Luz finds out the truth, which if you go to sacrifice yourself, that makes the whole unaliving Donnie pointless. Like, what her whole angle was poorly written because you essentially introduced this
But
one
also,
episode ago and now her arc is gone.
what is the point of her, like,
50
back
bands? 50 bands.
what was the point of her, backstabbing her sister? Like, how did y'all know auntie for y'all to come to her? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I heard
And
you.
then I said this in the recap notes, but when Luz jumps off the bridge, I literally stopped the episode and I was like, it's pretty quick. um, we are 21 minutes in, and this is a 55-minute
That
episode.
was it. That's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
you're not going to just give me 30 minutes of nonsense.
And
hold hold my beer.
and actually, why would you say that? Actually, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It got even worse.
Speaking of worse, I believe the next scene is Cross is being
Hold on.
interrogated. No,
Sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just popped in my head. I just seen my note. I was getting so mad because he's saying that Luz was trying to make a difference. Make a difference how? She was killing people.
She's
She was
killing bad people.
she's okay, cool, I hear you. But you're the police officer, dude.
Yeah. 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 I'm sorry for Aldish. I apologize that this is
Oh
what they're
my
giving
I
you.
hate it, I'm going so hard because again, Entertain season 1, wowzers. What is this? Season 2. It's like a gap between season 1 and season 3, I feel like.
So,
Like, that was what this was. Okay, cool. Anyways,
Twilight
moving on.
Twilight Zone shit.
Okay.
Um, then I believe the next scene is Cross in the room with Kayla and her bosses, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
that one guy who's been in mad shows. I can't remember. I know he
Mhm.
was on Power before. He's been in mad TV shows. That head of FBI, whatever the hell he is.
Uh-huh.
They spend like 3 minutes with this whole Jenga metaphor, and I was infuriated.
What's the point?
Bro, why are we why? Just say what like, why? Why are we Alright, then we obviously then that moves on to like, oh, Alex doesn't have the flash drive. He's gonna go get the flash drive with
Yeah.
Roy. He punches Roy in the bathroom and then makes his escape. This is when, and I made this reference earlier, this is when you hear this sort of Shaft theme music in the backdrop as Alex is like on the run. And I'm like, this is some Scooby Doo shit that's going
I
on.
think they're trying to turn into Shaft.
Yeah.
Season 3.
I wouldn't be surprised because I believe Alex Cross is based off of a novel series. So I
Yeah.
would not be surprised whoever wrote it was inspired by like 1970s Shaft and like, oh, let me do a modern version of this, but slightly like more serious or whatever the case may be.
Originality. Originality.
And I made this reference earlier, but we then get the official Fast and the Furious reference because he went from regular police officer to Dom. And, like, he was, Tokyo drifting through DC. Mind
You
you,
can't even do that. You literally
there
can't.
was not a single car in any of the
You
scenes.
literally DC is made for this to never happen. It
He's
has
not on a
roundabouts.
highway. He is in residential
There
areas
are
whipping
roundabouts
it through.
everywhere in DC for this very reason. It's not even possible. It's not even possible.
I I was just like, "Yo, the streets is mad empty." Like, why would you not and maybe, well, it's Amazon. Amazon had a fucking budget. Why would even if you wanted to have it more, obviously you can't do this with real traffic, but like, why don't you get a bunch of trained drivers who would drive and act like pedestrians in their cars? So he's, whipping it through
At
and
least
maneuvering through
at least
cars.
have cars on the side, you know what I'm saying? But
Bro,
whatever.
you would have thought he was driving during The Walking Dead the way he was acting.
Because
Like
he was.
uh
Oh, Lord.
then which makes no sense. Apologies for the fucking siren in the back. Um
Chasing Cross back there.
Listen, man, he's still on the run. Um, what is the whole Kayla double cross thing? Like,
Why okay, why the whole Kayla Cross thing from the beginning has always gave me the ick, but then they made it even worse, you know what I'm saying?
right?
Like,
Because you give them the coochie to then get mad because they took the case away from you because you wasn't doing your job because you was Oh shit! Where's Bobby Trey? That just now.
bruh, come on, come
All
on.
right, all right. Yeah, I don't and then even if that was the plan altogether, obviously this was a plan the whole time. What is the message that you're trying to say? Don't trust
Black
white
man don't trust
women?
white woman? Yeah. That's
I don't get it.
that's what I'm
Then
saying.
what made it even worse,
It's giving corny.
was the Kayla and L scene.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like,
first
yep, exactly. Don't trust a white woman because she gonna do what she always do. It's like black men always trust a white woman. Give her some pain, and look what she do next time. Now you gotta go back to your black woman to save the day, huh?
then
Oh,
every time I've seen Kayla outside of the love scenes, she's always in like uh
a suit.
blazer, a suit, or whatever. She had the guns out to pull up on L. I'm like, are they about to fight? Like, I was so confused about the attire.
This is it.
Granted, it's
My
DC.
man. It's a
Maybe, maybe it was hot on, whatever. But like, I
no.
don't know. It was very
The
weird. It
boy
was
is
very
mine
weird.
scene. That's what it
It was
was.
very weird. And then I'm not gonna put this on the actress, but like the whole like, oh, I'm concerned for Cross angle, and then when L is
White
not giving it,
angle.
it's like, ugh, no, I'm gonna show my true colors, and then L comments on it. It's like,
Exactly. Exactly. Again, to like, this is a message y'all trying to put out there. We already know that. We don't need we don't need it, like, in this. Like, I would at least be like, "You dead ass like the man for real." Like, we don't need to like, we see again, social media. We see Karens all the time on social media.
yeah, like I'm cool, bro. Like I'm
I
cool.
don't
Like
need to
what?
see it like this. on my TV screen. I don't.
Like, y'all give her mad screen time for nothing,
Nothing.
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 And then moving forward, Cross has arrived to
Propaganda.
the local restaurant, and obviously
Oh
the
god.
locals are protecting him. The feds show up.
Was that ludicrous that he pulled up?
Hmm?
When he pulled up into the garage, was that ludicrous?
No, that wasn't ludicrous.
It looked like him. It looked like him.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was gonna skip it. I was going to make a comment about the dap because the dap felt weird. It felt like a side Wakanda Forever sort of thing going on. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it was like, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Ludacris is in there. I'm screaming.
But the feds show up at the restaurant to try to pull up on Cross. Um, this was at this point that I realized they ain't show shit about John and his mom because John is in that scene. And I'm like, bro, we wasting mad time and there's storylines that need to be figured out, and they didn't even do that. But whatever. Um, Also, why didn't they make John really fight the Fed? Like, why?
But when does the local police have more jurisdiction over FBI? In what world? In what world? You tell me
And
what
why
happened.
did he push the old man? And why did he mush the old man?
And
Like,
they still came into the restaurant even though he did all that.
which if he was gonna do all that, you should have just let them fight.
Okay.
Like, what was the point of the physical conversation if it didn't go nowhere? All right. LaDonna and then Nana pulls up on her. I found this funny because now, they was getting into the real Nana was really getting into her 1970s
Oh shit, flashback.
energy. She was like, uh LaDonna says to her, "Who you think you're talking to?" And Nana was like, "The lowest bitch I ever met in my life."
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know why that gave me like 1970s vibes of like, you jive turkey. You the lowest bitch I ever met in my
Oh,
life, you little
bruh.
jive turkey. But obviously they then pay that, well, not pay it off. Wait, well, we'll bring it up later. Um, and then Kayla then returns back to the office, and now all of a sudden she got cross analytical powers because she starts looking around and she's like, you know what?
I know where he's at. That
I took his semen and now I have his powers.
mm, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all do that? Who I'm so happy it's over. It's like I don't know if I can I don't know if I can go to season 3.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. And then moving forward, Cross eventually pulls up to Senator. Well, I call him Senator Josh because he's from Drake and Josh from back in the day. Where he pulls up on Senator Josh. When he leaves his car, he's totally fine. By the time he gets to the building, he's in full sweat. I know DC is hot, but I saw that and I was like, something's off here. Like,
Yeah, that was his 10th time running that one.
yeah, I don't know what was going on. And then obviously I think, did they capture Cross? Yes, Cross
Mhm.
sacrifices himself because he had already given him the flash drive. But
Yeah.
then Kayla asked Senator Josh, like, "Hey, did he give you anything or say anything to you?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, so you had the analytical powers to figure out where Cross is at, but you didn't have the more common sense, regular common sense of like, no, tell me the truth. He
Yes.
had to.
Search
Well,
right here. Search you right now. I know.
um,
She literally was like, "Okay, bye."
then we get the scene which I want to talk about this with some level of sensitivity. We get the scene back in Mexico where they're holding a funeral for all the kids that were lost uh, through the Crestberg Industries fiasco. I felt that scene was like really triggering because I'm sure things like that have happened in real
Mhm,
life. We just don't know about it. It's not
mhm,
publicized.
mhm.
But I also feel like the fuckery and chaos of this episode almost devalues that sort of message.
Yeah, it's like you don't wanna see it.
So it's like, I don't even need it. And then obviously we get the reveal. which we don't even know if it's real or not because it could have been, because this whole mythological spirit sort of thing
This
of like,
God just this whole
is
time.
Luz, yeah, like is Luz actually there? Did she survive the fall? So
Yeah,
I didn't even care to even
yeah,
speculate or whatever.
I know, right?
But then we get the scene with Nana speaking to John, and then Nana reveals and gives him the piece of paper that she got from Madonna where they know where his father is, which I was thinking about this earlier. What was the whole point of TK? Because your theory was TK was actually his dad. Come to find out that it was just some guy
Yeah, it was just her
that
man.
did just her man. Um, and to reveal that in the season finale,
Mhm.
filth, absolute filth,
You rushed, just rushed.
absolute filth. What they should have did is they should have had more. They should have at least had John meet TK and see how much LaDonna did for him in comparison to LaDonna not being in his life and making him have that sort of emotional battle of like, how could you do more for this man who's not even my daddy and you can't even take care of your kid? Like that would have been more of an emotional sort of tug and pull with that
I would
character
like
and storyline.
like, I would
But
have liked to see that, but we didn't get anything from that storyline, honestly. We got nothing. At nothing.
right. And he could have took that anger back to LaDonna versus whatever the fuck
Nothing
transpired
happened
there.
there.
And then they end the episode with Cross quitting. The drama of that did nothing for me. Didn't really care. And it's funny because I think I made this point. I don't know what recording we were doing that I made this point of like me not wanting to date people who
Mhm.
work in the police force
Yeah.
because the system is the system.
Yep.
And like if you think you're gonna change the system, you're a damn fool.
Yep.
And so this whole cross, like, oh, they I'm trying to do good, but they're protecting the evil. And it's
They
like,
crossed me. They
duh,
crossed me. Like, who when has it changed?
you big dummy. Um, and then I only have one last thing to mention. Samantha Walks, who plays Elle. I'm sorry. You look too damn good. You are too great of an actress for them
She's a very pretty girl. She's a
to put you through this nonsense. I could have did more scenes with you and Trevor. That battle between what your body is telling you versus what's in front of you in that time. Like I could have did even more scenes with her dealing with the kids, and like how that relationship falls apart because she essentially put a stop to Cross and his shenanigans. Then it don't even make sense because if you felt some type of way, why would you then hold his bag? Because like Kayla said, like we could take you in as an accomplice, aiding and abetting a fugitive. That's all. Again, apologies to Samantha Walks. If
hold
you want me to learn how to write scripts so I can write something for you, but let me know. Let me know. I got time. I got time for you.
Holds on. I mean, very rush, very fantasy like, okay, I'm so happy that finally Lance Duran goes to jail. After all
Didn't
this
didn't even care.
after all this, y'all could have arrested him when he got ducked in the hole. Like, that was
Could,
a opportunity.
if it was up to Russ Cole from True Detective, he would.
Oh, yeah, he been
Dirt. I don't even see dirt. I see cornfields.
okay, like that, so, like, then it's like, okay, the file does, whatever. We find out all these things. Fantasyland. I don't like it. It's just I don't like it. And then it's like, okay, in my mind, I feel like they're trying to set up season 3 as okay, Cross isn't in the force anymore, but now he's the neighborhood watcher. And now they have like the neighborhood watch thing with the community, and now we're keeping the community safe. And it's giving the shy
Mm.
season or whatever those were when that was their storyline. I don't want to see it.
I don't think they'll do that. I think he'll do like a private investigator sort of vibes of like I'm working outside of the law because I'll go above and beyond, and I have the skill sets to, really do the kind of justice that's needed and take on cases that, the police force or Senate or whoever wouldn't necessarily take on because they're trying to protect their political affiliations. I think he'll be more of a private investigator, which still don't care. He could be with Scooby Doo and the gang. I don't give two shits. Don't give two shits.
Yeah, it's all I have, man. This is not it. This is
Oh man.
at all, at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's how can I say this? When we
Unfortunate.
talk about shows with more mature sort of like what we see nowadays, and you could probably think, and I could be wrong because I'm not a TV historian, but you could probably think like Law and Order of like the police who kind of take it too far but are doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
You get that. Then I'm sure, maybe NYPD Blue was kinda like that. I feel like there
yeah,
was another show, from back in the day that was like that too, I don't remember. But yeah, those sorts of shows, even True Detective,
yeah,
Sinner, like these morally great characters who are trying to do good, but they're flawed in so many ways.
yeah.
I think they coulda took a way different approach with Cross doing that this season because he wasn't necessarily morally gray in any sort of capacity. Like, he was just
Except his love life. I would
yeah.
really great part, I feel like.
Yeah, and they gave you just a morsel of that storyline because that was essentially resolved in 3 episodes. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um, I have the only other note I have on here is even unrelated to this. I was gonna try to convince you to watch Invincible, but I don't even know. The only reason why I say that, because I was watching it yesterday,
Yeah,
and it's probably the greatest ensemble cast of all time because you have Stephen Ewan, who plays Glenn on The Walking Dead,
okay.
J.K. Simmons, he was J. Jonah Jameson in the old Spider-Man, and even in the new Spider-Mans, he's J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah,
Um, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was, he's in The Walking Dead, he's in
okay,
Supernatural,
okay.
he was the love interest in Grey's Anatomy in the first early seasons, like that guy who was sick, that one.
Oh, the one that she fell in love with that had died?
Yes,
Uh-huh,
yes,
okay,
Jeffrey Dean
okay,
Morgan,
okay.
Sandra Oh, who
Okay,
is,
okay.
yes, and then he's in the most recent season, Matthew Reese, who we just saw in, The Beast in Me, um,
Oh, okay, that was him.
yes. Then
Okay.
you also had cameos from Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad and
Okay,
Mike from Breaking Bad. So it's like, if
okay.
I would say watch the first episode. If it does it for you, then, by all means. If not, whatever.
I might have
Because
to.
it's definitely like a comic book show of like all these, things that you have to think about in terms of like aliens and superheroes or
Yeah,
whatever. But there's like real drama in
yeah.
Invincible. So like to give you essentially the plot, and I don't know if Scotty watches it, if you ever
I
seen
think
him
it
watching
is.
it, but essentially it's this main superhero. We're on this world. It's a bunch of superheroes that already exist. Villains already exist or whatever. It's an
Yeah,
animated show,
yeah.
and the main superhero is essentially like you could consider like this animated version of Superman.
Uh-huh.
His son, who is the main character, played by Stephen Yeun, he is about to be a teenager or is in his teenage years, and like his whole thing is like, damn, like I haven't gotten my powers yet. So
I
that
like moving away.
yes, so then eventually he gets his powers and like he starts his hero journey.
Mhm.
But then certain things start to happen around him that make things very difficult. He finds out that his father is not who he says he is. And there's just other stuff around that whole storyline that like
Oh, wow,
it gets crazy.
okay.
So I
Hmm.
feel like almost every single person that is on that show is like is an actress or
Yeah,
actor from something significant. Like,
yeah.
and it's made by Robert Kirkman. He's the same person who made The Walking Dead. So if you're into it,
We'll see. We got time.
I got nothing else. You got nothing else. Let's wrap this up. The fact we gave y'all 50 minutes of content of
You gotta
this
rate
subpar
it.
show, more power to us and more power to y'all. So let's talk ratings, where this episode lands for us. Um, One remote is unwatchable. Two
Mm.
remotes is disappointing. Three remotes is decent average TV. Four remotes is really good. And then five remotes is all time great peak television. What are you giving the finale?
I think I'm gonna give it a 1. I was, like, going to it a 1, 1.5. I think 1 point like, a 1, like, a point 5 would just be giving like, being sad, like, feeling sad for them. I just rounded it up just to give it a little extra. But, yeah, Imma give it a 1. That's terrible season finale. Terrible season finale. It was just very rushed, very corny, very Fantasyland, propaganda. No. No thanks.
Yep, I would have to agree with you. It deserves a one. Um, it is the most interesting one that I've probably ever given because I was literally in shock of the things that was on my screen.
Yeah.
Like I knew this was not going to be good,
Yeah.
but like the hard shift that they made was just
It was a
I would
big
have never thought that was the angle. I'm like, okay, we have the season finale. Here's a whole hour. I was really like, okay, how is Luz going to get rid of these last two people?
yeah.
Got that out the way in 20 minutes.
Immediately. Immediately. I wish they like, I think I would've felt better if they were still chasing her for at least half of the episode, you know what I'm saying? And then gave that little whatever, that 30 minutes that wasn't needed for
I
foo
didn't I didn't need all of that turn.
what I'm
What they
saying.
should have did for season 3 is start season 3 with Cross quitting because some crazy shit happens and then he realizes his station covers it up. And then,
Mhm.
that would have been way more compelling. And then you go on this journey of him trying to,
Figure it out.
be some sort of not a vigilante, but like trying to figure out what's really going on because the people that he trusts, he can't trust
Ooh,
anymore. That
that's
would have been more compelling
great.
than season 3.
That's not the route they're going.
Nope.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
But yeah, definitely deserves a one.
Yeah.
Just it deserves a one just for the Fast and the Furious scene alone. Cause like, bro, why?
His
Why are we
wing
doing this? Why are we doing
honestly,
this?
I feel he ain't been that Mustang all season for real.
Also, when did you learn to drive like that? And then what made it worse, like they keep doing these camera zooms to his face, and like he was really like in it. Like he was,
Having a ball.
listen, man, he gotta win the race for family. Gotta for family, man.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right. So we are giving Cross season 2 a grand total of a 2.3.
Damn, that's higher than I thought it was gonna be.
2.3 remotes. I mean, I think it's because the first 3 episodes really carry it. Yeah, the first 3 episodes really carry it. Everything
Yeah.
else is like subpar from there.
Yep.
And you brought it up before. I think it's confirmation you're not going to watch a season 3.
No, I feel like I'll probably watch it just, like, I'm nosy. I gotta see, where they gonna go with this. But as far as covering,
You already made the executive decision?
like, I don't want because we literally after episode like 5 on to 8. No, I'm sorry, 4 on to 8, we hated everything. Hated everything. And, you know how we feel about we
Hate watch.
hey, yeah, we don't wanna really hate watch. We don't wanna hate watch. Like, we wanna say we love something, unless we say we'll do the first 2, 3, and then from that, depending what they give us, we might cap out.
I do not imagine them redeeming themselves.
I
Um,
hope they watch. I hope they're watching us to help them out a little.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's gonna make a difference because you were the one who told me that they got renewed for season 3 already.
I had just seen it, and then, like, right after I told you, and then it was just like, I got confirmation again, like, yeah, it got renewed. Cool shit.
Because normally shows that are kind of like a toss up of whether it's going to be renewed or not, they usually wait till the season is over
Yeah.
to then announce it. And then even then, like it's usually like a couple months after,
Yeah.
unless it's like one of those shows where it's like everybody in the world is talking about it. But the fact that they did it literally like the day of the finale, it was like, oh, okay, y'all probably already paid the money for it. It's
Yeah,
probably, it's easy money for Amazon to like
yeah,
throw y'all back out there. So I wouldn't I wouldn't imagine the creatives who are behind it are on social media enough to see some of this unfortunate negative commentary around it for them to
yeah.
be like, you know what, maybe we need to do something a little bit different. So,
Probably already in the booth, child.
out of the support of Black people, I'm going to watch it season 3, but it'll more than likely be like background noise versus me being
Into
locked
it.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, Samantha, if you need help with anything, please let me know.
Oh, jeez.
Please let me know because I'm sorry they did this to you, baby girl. I'm sorry they did this to you.
Not
But
baby
yeah,
girl.
and it's unfortunate because I like Aldous Hodge as an actor. I
Yeah,
even like Isaiah. I don't know what his last name is.
Samson.
The Yeah, John
I mean,
Sampson.
as far as acting goes, that wasn't a problem.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I don't think
That
anybody
wasn't
had
a
really
problem.
had like a bad. Even I don't like Kayla Gregg's character. Like
Yeah, like,
it wasn't her
yeah,
fault.
the acting wasn't a problem at all. It was 100%
The writing.
the writing. The writing. That was the biggest, biggest,
Yeah,
biggest thing.
yeah. So hopefully, you know, I mean, I'm here for them getting another check. So more power
Yeah.
to them. But Disney, you need to call Aldich immediately and put him in something. I don't know. That's who I wanted to replace Jonathan Majors, but they went in a different direction and just
Well,
eliminated the character altogether. But
oh, damn.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's all we have. It's
It's like
unfortunate that we didn't love this season as much as season one, but that's what happens sometimes. Not every TV show is gonna knock it out the park.
yeah.
Um, but I am excited that we have removed a show off of our damn schedule because it was a lot. It was a lot.
And it's about to start again, so don't even say,
Is it?
yeah, it is.
Well, I feel like it's gonna be more for me than you because I have to watch Invincible. I have
Yeah.
Daredevil that's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're both covering The Boys, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Then we have our Doomsday, Road to Doomsday.
Yeah, but that's light work. And then I've seen those movies a million times already, so it's like,
It's easy
I
for you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're the one who was like, "Oh yeah, we could add more stuff," and I'm like, "You're
No,
out of your mind. You're out of your mind."
I'm always down to watch TV. So
Yes. But there is that show I tagged you in. I still haven't watched the trailer.
oh, no, that's
Nemesis.
which one?
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta see a trailer first. I gotta see a
Yeah,
trailer first. I gotta see a trailer first.
I feel it.
But we'll
Yeah.
see if we'll add that to the list.
The
We'll see.
schedule.
You know what? We'll watch it first and then I don't know if it's a binge or a full or week by week. We'll watch it first, and if it's good, we'll give a full season recap.
Oh, like the other show that we talked about, that was on Amazon Prime with, Nicole Kidman
Oh,
and
it's what is this? Scarpetta or
uh-huh.
whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it this past weekend, but,
I haven't seen
I
a single
time.
soul.
I have time.
I haven't seen a single soul mention it, so that's all I need to know.
I guess
That's all I need to know. If I haven't seen nobody, it's like, hey, y'all ain't seen this
but you know
Nicole Kid.
what? I'm noticing now is people aren't really looking for TV. It's like they're waiting for someone to say, "Hey, go watch this." Like nobody's really tuned in like music, you know what I'm saying? Like where they're like, "Oh, what's out next?"
Yes, and also spring is around the corner, and I feel like people are itching to like be outside and probably not watch
I can see
as
that.
much TV as
I can
well.
see that.
So it's gonna be a very interesting summer for us because like there's not a lot of TV shows that come out during the summer.
Yeah, it's not.
Outside of, House of the Dragon, I don't know
Yeah,
what other
it's good.
show
And that's
is
what
coming
only
out.
8 weeks.
Is it 8 episodes? Didn't they do yeah, I think it's 8 episodes,
I
yeah,
think it's 8.
yeah. So
But
it'll
yeah,
be very interesting to see how we change our schedule and what we add on for
and
that time, if we do add on something, because I need a break. I need a break.
listen, I ain't gonna
Uh,
say it.
Listen, we all need a break. But yeah, that's all we have. We'll still be now that we're done with Cross, as we mentioned, we'll still be covering The Pit per usual.
Yeah.
The Boys is coming out next month, so you can look out for that.
Yep.
We also announced this week our Road to Doomsday MCU rewatch, just the movies, no TV shows. Maybe, if schedule permits, we'll add Netflix Daredevil on there because I feel like that's one of the ones. Like
Okay. Yeah, you did
that
talk about that. You did say
that's one of the ones. But I don't know what else comes out that we might both cover. That might be it. So it might, might might
and I
see a little bit less of us.
my light and low. It's been a jam-packed year and it's only March. So,
Listen.
oh yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you stay in tune for everything that we have dropping. And we will catch y'all for whatever else we got on our schedule because we got a schedule.
We do.
We are out of here.
Peace.